So PFF put out their official player rankings for the upcoming season. Today we'll react to some of the Eagles rankings, break down the list, and talk about whether we believe any of the guys got disrespected. What is going on, everybody? Welcome into A to Z Philly, your number one home for Eagles coverage. Hit the like button if you enjoy the show. Be sure to subscribe. Also, ring that bell down below. That way you don't miss any of the content. RB back bringing you another one from the link. And today we have the official PFF rankings for the 2023-24 season. We'll react to it, talk about what we believe. I want to start out, though, with a quick quote from Hassan Reddick. Obviously, he's been putting in the work. Had a tremendous season last year. What a pickup by Howie Roseman, the hometown kid. And here's what Eagles All-Pro, Pro Bowl linebacker Hassan Reddick had to say about where he stands. Quote, "I'm in great shape. As crazy as it sounds, I feel as if there is still more levels for me to tap into." Quote, "We know our ultimate goals, but it starts with us striving for constant success." This was at the little camp he was doing in his hometown, Camden. And man, it's just good to hear that type of mentality, right? It's really just a breath of fresh air having guys like that on your team constantly who can build that winner's mentality and really just strive for greatness. And I mean, that's just an individual lesson, but also to speak to the Eagles team as a whole. They're hungry. They know they're coming back. My question of the people, though, the question of the day, how many sacks will Hassan Reddick have this upcoming year? Let me know down below in the comments section. Now, before we get into the PFF rankings, I got to tell you about our sponsor of today's video, BetMGM. Enjoy all your favorite sports like never before at BetMGM. Sign up using bonus code ATOZPA and receive up to $1,000 back in bonus bets if you don't win your first bet. When you register with BetMGM, you'll get instant access to a variety of parlay selection features, live betting options, player props, and daily boosted odds specials. And with BetMGM at your fingertips, every play and every game matter more than ever. Find out why BetMGM is the king of sportsbooks. Sign up today with bonus code ATOZPA and get up to $1,000 back in bonus bets if you don't win your first bet. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. 21 years of age or older to wager. Pennsylvania only. New customer offer. Bonus bets expire 7 days from issuance. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, let's get into this, man. So here we have the PFF rankings for 2023, and we talked about this a little bit in the last couple of videos, right? The Eagles were ranked number one in terms of offensive line unit and number one in terms of defensive line unit. Spectacular, great. And, you know, I've been back and forth with PFF before. Like, some of the things they put out are okay, and then some of them are just, they leave your head scratching. Like, what's going on here? What's going on here? I'm not saying that, you know, everything they put out about the Eagles is always right. Sometimes guys are ranked too high. Sometimes guys are ranked too low, in my opinion. But, you know, PFF was on a roll lately, right? And, you know, I do like the fact that they gave the Eagles the number one trenches overall. But then they come out with some of these rankings, and what do you think? Let me know down below. So PFF says the Eagles soared on our player rankings, and here is the top 10 ranked Eagles players per PFF analyst rankings. So they have Jalen Hurts, quarterback, number 7 in the league. They have A.J. Brown at number 7 on the wide receiver list. Dallas Goedert, number 4. Lane Johnson and Jason Kelce, number 2 at their respective positions. Jordan Mailata, number 6. Hassan Reddick, number 7. And Darius Slay, number 3. So what do we think about this list? Overall, I don't think it's that good. I'm not saying every guy here should be up or down. You know, I don't know if Mailata is the number 6, you know, offensive tackle in the league. But really the couple that stand out to me, number 1, Jalen Hurts, number 7. Jalen Hurts, number 7? He should be in the top 3 after what he did last season. PFF loves to go on the recency, right? I'm not going to say recency bias, but they love to take last year into consideration. And you look at the quarterbacks they have ranked above Jalen Hurts. We actually talked about this a couple weeks ago, but number 7, I mean, I cannot agree with that. With being an MVP contention, taking as big of a leap as Jalen Hurts did, he's got to be higher on my list. Lane Johnson, number 2. Okay, that's fine. But, you know, who's better than Lane Johnson? They put Trent Williams at number 1. I guess you could argue that, but I would take Lane over anybody else on the board. Jason Kelce at number 2 is the one that got me, though. And I looked up who was number 1, and they have Creed Humphrey, second-round pick 2021 out of Oklahoma. member of the Kansas City Chiefs. Why is Creed Humphrey better than Jason Kelce? Like, I'm sorry. You look at everybody on the board, you go down the list. I think, honestly, there's a significant gap between Jason Kelce and the rest. And, you know, Creed Humphrey's a great player. He's going to be a really, really good player for a long time. We know that. But how many years has he been in the league? Jason Kelce has done this over and over and over again. He has continued to defy the odds. So I just don't get how Jason Kelce is not number one on that list. Maybe he's getting too old for these PFF analysts. Maybe they're young kids and they don't even know who Jason Kelce is anymore. But come on, man. Hassan Reddick, number 7. Dallas Goedert, number 4. I think that's fair. I would have Dallas Goedert around number 5 probably. A.J. Brown, number 7. Which 6 receivers are better than A.J. Brown? I mean, last year, A.J. Brown almost had 1,500 yards. He had, 11 touchdowns? And that was all while playing in a stacked offense where Jalen Hurts was throwing the ball to everybody. I mean, look at all the weapons the Eagles had. If they didn't have Devontae Smith, if they didn't have Dallas Goedert or, even a Miles Sanders or even Jalen Hurts running for as many touchdowns as he did, how many yards, how many touchdowns would A.J. Brown have had? He had no ego. He had no selfishness. It wasn't, give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball. He literally just went out there and played his game. If the Eagles didn't have many other options, A.J. Brown would have easily cleared 2,000 yards last year. So, I mean, number 7, I don't know. I would have him probably around 4 or 5. I mean, you think about the guys up there, maybe a Jamar Chase, Tyreek Hill, obviously Justin Jefferson, Devontae Adams, right? Those guys definitely are near the top. But A.J. Brown, number 7, I don't know about that. I don't know. I mean, they nailed it on the offensive line ranking for sure, defensive line. But I don't know. Some of these seem to be a little bit too low for me. What do you think? Darius Slay, number 3. I mean, I would almost argue that Slay may have slipped a bit, in the second half of last season with the way he played. So, look, I don't know, man. At the end of the day, these are just rankings. This is stuff to just talk about, bulletin board material until you really get into training camp, get into the preseason, the season. Overall, let's just say it how it is. Everybody should be excited for this Eagles team. You always have to worry about a little bit of regression and a little bit of, say, coming down to earth. But when I look at this Eagles roster, top to bottom, when I look at the coaches, when I look at the additions that they made and the guys they were able to bring back, they really did not lose that much. And they were already, levels beyond the rest of the conference. And it doesn't seem like they lost really any steps at all. It seems like they took steps in the right direction. You have this team who is so close, and that's going to motivate them to come back and finally get over the hump. I mean, you don't usually see teams go back to the Super Bowl and repeat appearances, but if there's a team to do it, I honestly think, given health and all the other factors, this Eagles team should probably be able to do that. But those are just my thoughts. I want to hear from you down below in the comment section. What do you think about these rankings, this list, and what do you think about this Eagles team's chance to get back to the Super Bowl? Give me all your thoughts down below in the comment section. As always, appreciate everybody tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And with that being said, I will catch you all on the next one. Peace.